There it is, look.
That was regional height. There were seats all around for 55,000 people.
Really?
What we have now, the seats, only that small. See there. They're the original marble blocks. We found the Roman numbers, we found names in Latin. Romans could reserve a row of seats for the entire temple. Well, we Christians get copies from them, which are benches in a church. And now we put the name of the family at the bench of the church. Romans reserve their seats with the name in Latin on a row of marble block. They reserve the seats for the family for the entire season. Let's put a name. Oh, Latin was the official language of the Romans, just like Greek for the Antioch. Now Latin is the official language of the Vatican City. We speak Italian, which is considered dialect of Latin, vulgar language. These are the original bricks, these original cements. Bricks are important. We found the Roman brick with the construction stamped on the Roman brick. The year was 72 after the birth of Jesus Christ. It took the slaves only 8 years to build. The first games were organized in the year 81. We missed the stage. There was in wood. Now we can see passages, tunnels, corridors. These are the tunnels that still link the arena with the gladiator schools. In the ancient Roman time, a gladiator could enter the arena using one of these passages. Once inside, below the stage, the gladiator found elevator, where a wooden mobile platform, and it was lifted up to the level of the stage. Trapdoor was opened. Suddenly, gladiator appeared on that stage. Only the winners could enter marching on the stage. But let's go in the shade, it's too hot. If you look on that wall, you find an old city map. City maps were normally painted at the main exits. So the people, when they were coming out, they could check in which direction to go. Thanks to these paintings, we know that the Romans crucified the Christians. If you look at the corner there, you have 3 crosses. Crucifixion of 3 Christians, so it's true that the Romans crucified the Christians. It's not true when we say that the Christians were crucified inside. Just a legend, beautiful story. Christians were crucified outside the city, along the Appian Way. And then they were buried in the cemeteries that we call catacombs. But the Colosseum was never built to kill the Christians. In here, the emperor organized the gladiators games. A lot of slaves were brought in here and were obliged to recruit games with the professional gladiators. Maybe among the slaves there were some Christians. But it's not correct to say the Colosseum was built to kill the Christians. I want to show you better. We go on the other side. We stay in the shade. We go to the right. He tried to bring water inside here. Only at the beginning of the construction. Before they built the cages, passages, tunnels, Romans tried to fill their lowest found with water. Romans tried to organize sea battles and naval battles in here. To be honest, it didn't work well. It was a disaster. Romans were not so good in naval battles. Romans were much better at conquest on land.
You can hear the crowd, can't you?
Gladiators. Among the gladiators, there were professional Roman soldiers. The real helmet, the real shield, and the real sword. Among them, there were criminals, the Roman Empire. Criminals, the Roman Empire had a shield to protect the elbows and chains or tritons. Young people Those who refused to join the Roman army were brought in here. We are condemned to death. And slaves and prisoners of war, were brought in here bound with a fake sword to break easily. Sometimes slaves were brought in here with only one chain. Sometimes slaves had only one net. And we are condemned to death. And no mercy for the slaves, no mercy for the prisoners of war. Gladiators' fightings had to be brutal, had to be cruel. They wanted to intimidate the people to stay on the Roman side, not to be against the Romans. But the emperor and some senators, they knew in advance who had to be killed or who had to survive. If a group of people had to be eliminated, they left the animals without food for days, so the animals could get more furious once on stage. But if a person had to win, they give the animals some pills, some drugs, so animals were sedated, they could not fight. But a fallen person could ask for mercy just raising one single finger of his hand. At that point, the emperor stood up. The emperor said, "You people, you are to judge him." The people decided. The people said, "Keep him alive, keep him alive." This sign didn't exist. It's an invention of the movies. This is the symbol of the sword. Sword in. Keep him alive, keep him alive. Sword out. Cool him, cool him. And it was finished. In the middle of the stage. In the books you have the number of the people that were killed. To be honest, nobody knows how many slaves. And nobody knows how many prisoners of war were brought in here, because slaves and prisoners of war were never recorded in the ancient Roman times. This is what they saw. The imperial box was there where we have the cross, where we have the speaker. Women were not authorized to enter, just men and young boys, except the wife of the Roman emperor and wives of the senators. Top floor there was a roof. The Colosseum was covered with a roof. We don't know if the roof was made out in linen or made out in cotton. It seems it was made out in linen because cotton was too expensive at that time. Outside here there were 200 sailors. There were 200 Roman marines. The ropes, the real ropes that they knew how to roll out canvas roof over the arena. The roof had to protect and not the stage. The roof had to keep the seats in shade. Because the games, when the games were given in here, the games lasted for the entire day and for 100 days. 100 days means 3 months. 3 months, this is the time that the emperor needed to recruit new young soldiers and to form a new young group of legions. At the age of 15, the young boy was called to join the Roman army. He had to leave the legions for a real battle. The legions came back only after an important victory. Only when the legions came back, the emperor organized the parade, celebrations, and gladiators fightings in here for rather 100 days. The games were given for free. The emperor scattered the tickets to the people during triumphal parades. The emperor invited people to come here. The people came from different provinces, the Roman Empire. People came in here to see the Roman emperor. People came in here to see how many slaves he brought, or to see the wild animals. The Colosseum was never built to kill the Christians. The Colosseum was built to be used as a political propaganda for the Roman Emperor, for the Roman Empire. For this reason, the games were given for free, and only after important victories.